everybody doing? Y'all, this is Apple Bloom, ready to play some more Long Live the Queen. Just kidding, this is Daisy Maisie, ready to play more Long Live the Queen. Good news, this is the reason why this is 7.5 is because I had an epiphany last night. I don't have to start over. Yeah. I just realized I have a cheat sheet. I could just use that. So, yeah, I was right to do Sense Magic and Wield Magic up first, but I just realized that I need to have my Swords and Reflex equal 100 or more, and since we're so close in either one of those regards, we could win this. So, now, we're golden. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I have a very special Sumpony here with me today. Wanna say hi?
Hello, Internet.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Return. How do I do... Ah, there we go. So, doesn't matter. Let's just do it. Oh, didn't mean to do that either. Stay in the capital. So, as you can imagine, we have a strategy. You want to tell them about that strategy?
Why, yes, we're just going to simply be prepared for whatever hostilities may ensue after these coming weeks.
So now, we can add on the magical girl Lumen stuff, and we can pick our classes accordingly. So let's go to our skills and see what we need. Now, Sense Magic is okay, because it needs to be 60 or above. And now we need to get Sense Magic to 60, and Wield Magic to 50. So now we go to Resist Magic, and then we hit Done. It was so weird. Last time, I was so close to discovering the answer to all our problems. It takes a little bit of research to get everything you need. Isn't that right?
Indeed. With any amount of research, one can unlock the secrets of the universe.
Indeed. Alright.
It's just we don't have many books about researching the entire universe.
We need to get Willful out there. Alright, so the only thing I was missing last time is to get reflexes up. And that literally wins. Thank you, everybody. Good night. I'll be taking my prize and leaving. And why not? Let's, reflexes are good. What else do we need? Because we have everything. Let's do Sense Magic just in case. Just in case. Need to get all of them. Whew, this is nerve-wracking, I swear. Alright. So I'm gonna actually read this one out. The invasion of Nova is proceeding. Your coastline is under Shanjian control. Soldiers have marched through villages, trampling fields and frightening citizens. A diplomatic delegation from Zhanjia has requested access to the castle to discuss terms. Most likely, your surrender. You lack the strength to hold off their armies, and surrendering now will save many lives. It would seem that you have no choice. You prepare yourself as best you can to meet the representatives from Shanjia. You expect diplomats and a military representative, a general or an admiral. You did not expect the handsome man decked in jewels who now stands before you. A man announced by your servants as Togami, king of Shanjia. Yep. Is he really their king? Why would a king come all the way here? And he's a lumen, too! My dear young lady, how difficult this must be for you. So much responsibility at such a tender age. Don't pretend to be my friend while you're killing my people! Temper, princess. After all, I am here to save your people. War benefits no one, don't you think? Such a terrible waste. Better to settle things in a civilized manner. A contest, a game so to speak, with Nova as the stakes. Should I win, then your domain will submit and accept me as overlord with no further resistance. Should I lose, then my army will leave your domain in peace and shed no more blood. What sort of game? It is well known that Nova is ruled by lumens. As it happens, I too possess the powers of a lumen. I propose a formal duel, my powers against yours. The winner takes control of Nova, the loser dies. Your game by your rules for my life? That doesn't sound fair to me. The rules of formal dueling have been passed down for centuries and must be upheld. It is important that we do this by ancient codes. Why should I? If you refuse, then the war will continue. I'll sweeten the deal. If you meet me in formal lumen challenge, I'll call off the invasion even if I win. Really? I swear it by the gods, Nova will be free and safe. Why take that risk? You're winning the war. It's not your land that I want, it's your crystal. To gain your power, I'm willing to wager my own. Shall we begin? I don't like this, but what choice do I have? You were here when I tested this. You know how this is gonna do.
I know, but suspense.
The suspense. Then I must. Windows! What are you doing? Go away. Alright. Then I must. Oh, hold on a sec. Togami explains the rules of formal dueling to you, including a carefully inscribed circle of wards which will contain the effects of any powers you wield, protecting bystanders from danger, which is good. And it is time to begin! Success! Resist! You trade attacks! One spell sensed and countered by another, reserving your strength as much as possible. It might almost be as exciting if your life won't be on the line. You need to end this quickly before his experience allows him to come up with a trick you can't defeat. He's used to dealing with magical attacks, but he might not be expecting a physical one. Perhaps if you rushed him, you could take him off guard. Up close, he couldn't use his fancy spells, but what would you do then? You still have your magic. You still have to use your magic to win. You can't just grab him and bang his head against the floor. Perhaps you could focus your power in the shape of a sword and attack him with that. Or maybe you could distract him somehow. You could cast a spell that he couldn't block. Magic sword, baby! Motes of shimmering moonlight coalesce into a weapon in your hand. Oh, I skipped it! No! Well, basically, I killed him.
He's dead.
Yeah, I won! Hooray! Woo! Now we need to get Willful down. Hooray! We're still Willful. That's fine. And guess what? We won. I'm saving. I'm saving right here. It would be let's play 6. And now we can return to the game. I have no idea what's after this point, so I'm kind of nervous. What do you think is gonna happen?
Well, besides assassins,
I think we're okay with military now, but we could get a boost to intrigue. So, let's get, how about,
flexibility could make some upgrades to it.
Yeah. Yeah, or I know what we need to do. Conversation, court manners, or wait, flattery. And then we will go down here to, intrigue, and do, which one did we need? Ciphering.
Ciphering?
Or internal. We don't have any more checks for ciphering, I forgot.
Internal affairs.
Yeah, for like your citizens and stuff like that.
Who cares about citizens? You're the queen.
Well, one must know their own citizens to be able to keep them happy, no?
Wars a lot of swords.
Yeah, you're very forward about that. Once you defeated the king of Shanji in a duel, the invasion was meant to be over. In practice, it was not quite so easy to expel a foreign nation from your lands, particularly when their leadership is falling apart. The remaining Shanjian generals seemed surprisingly eager to go home and left without a fuss, but a large number of soldiers have broken ranks and run amok, looting and pillaging their way through Nova just for fun. One moment, guys. A number of royal holdings have been damaged and valuables stolen. Not only do you lose them, but you'll have to pay for the repairs. That's fine. Luckily, your agents were well placed among the common people and are able to help coordinate their defenses. The renegade should eventually lose interest. While Tagomi died, he left behind a crystal, a mauve-lumen crystal with glimmers of pink where it catches the light. Such a pretty bauble from such an ugly event. Since no one won the duel, this crystal is now your rightful prize, but you have no idea what to do with it. For now, you lock it away in the royal treasury.
Sounds good enough.
Sounds good to me. Alright, so let's get afraid and yielding.
I really hope the treasury has just like a huge locked door. Like,
I've only given a little bit of money out to people. Unfortunately, in the long run, this hasn't been terribly helpful, but, you know. Let's see. Let's see. Willful, mostly.
get that down a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Aw, now we're depressed.
Oh dear.
But we get a bonus to expression and animal handling. So that's good. So, why don't we take advantage of that? That was expression. Alright. expression. We could do instrument.
Ooh, that'd be pretty.
And animal handling. I think we're okay. I didn't read ahead because I wanted to avoid spoilers for myself, but why don't we do a little in faith? Learn a bit of lore. Or, I'm trying to think, what would be best for us?
Military!
We actually get a debuff from that. How about history? We can learn more about Novan history.
Let's get it.
Hooray! Ooh, we played the recorder. Yay!
Hooray!
And we get 50. Hooray!
Actually, interesting fact, I used to play the recorder when I was younger.
Oh, really? How was that?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good until I actually tried playing it.
Oh.
It didn't sound too good.
Time has slipped by you so quickly. Only 2 weeks remain before your birthday celebration and your official coronation as queen. Have you done enough to build a stable Nova? It is traditional for the palace to provide entertainment and refreshment for the common people when a new monarch is crowned. It is a rare opportunity for the poor of the land to dine like nobles. The size and scope of any such feast demands on what expense the royal treasury is willing to bear.
Well, there is one thing that...
No celebration!
No party for anybody. Well, the thing is...
How much money do we have left? Let's see. We gave a little bit to help a nation that was struggling against invaders, and then we paid 1,000 for the damages, and that's about it, I think. I think we can afford an extravagant feast, and the common people would actually be happier, because I did read the deaths, and one of them is being killed by your subjects, so...
Oh, yeah. Death by the people.
Death by the people.
That's how the Tsars of Russia died.
Let's do an extravagant feast. Roasted meats, cakes, chocolates, wine, enough for everyone, and I can give out commemorative cups and coins.
Oh.
Hooray! You're a good person, you know that?
Hooray! But she has to be careful. If her rule isn't secure, Nova could go supernova.
Oh! So, this'll actually help. Oh, now we're angry. What does that give? Weapons and military. Yeah, that is kind of funny.
I like the way she thinks.
Yes! Too bad royal demeanor also gets a penalty.
Yeah.
I think we're fine, though.
Ooh, medicine is scary when you're angry.
Yeah. So, why not?
Ready for your injection?
So, let's do weapons, archery, and then... let's keep up with the instrument.
Alright.
Done. Oh, we got a penalty. Whoops.
Oh dear.
Whoopsie! Woohoo! It's fine. The castle is buzzing with preparations for your upcoming coronation. Ministers press you with details of your favorite colors and flowers and so on. Oh, you can't really see the point in wasting so much time worrying about decorations when there's so much else to worry about. Others are more interested in the subject of your marriage. It can't take place until you're of age, of course, and considering all the preparations and the need to recover from the coronation, not for much longer than that. Still, it doesn't stop people from buzzing around you full of ideas and suggestions, because in this playthrough, I'm actually marrying someone who's 2 years younger than me, whose name is Adair.
Wait. 2 years younger. And how old are you?
We're gonna be 16.
If this happened right now, there would be a lot of uproar from many people.
Actually, he's a noble from another land, so marrying him would also grant us power with their land.
Yeah.
Plus, he's also really cute and sweet, and we kissed in the gardens. It was awesome. He's really sweet, little young, but...
Oh, this is like Romeo and Juliet. Oh, you both die a lot. Okay, that makes sense.
No kidding. If you actually send him to live with other people, there's a chance that he could be assassinated, so I felt so bad when I learned that, and I was glad that I decided to keep him. So...
Around, he may be of use.
So, let us get less angry. So let's attend services. So now, I think this is yielding. Depressed. Dang it. So, we'll get a bonus to that expression thing.
Hooray!
Men! Men! Inside joke. And then we will do decoration. Or maybe voice. Now let's do decoration. I like this outfit. It's really cute. Hooray! Decoration! At this time of year, you were celebrating your 14th birthday. Oh, she's turning 15. My bad.
That's even worse. 15 is of age to marry?
Well, that won't be for a couple years, actually. I think it's 18 when they marry. I don't know.
But this is, like, in 2 days, she'll be coronated a queen, right? You have to be married to be a queen, right?
No. You could be coronated without getting married.
Oh, yeah. What's the Queen of England?
Yeah. At this time of year, you were celebrating your 14th birthday. You were in the school garden, surrounded by your friends. A teacher brought you tea and cakes, while a wealthy merchant's son wove a crown of flowers for your head.
Like that.
It didn't matter so much that you were a princess then. Your title was something for the future. Many of your peers would be duchesses or earls or like someday, but not then. You were children. Earls. Come on, this is the ending. We won!
Hooray!
Your parents could not attend on the actual day, but they did send some wonderful gifts, some for you, and some for you to share. And a week later, they came for a visit, and your mother took you with her through the countryside in a splendid carriage.
Lovely.
It was the last time you would ever see her.
Oh, no.
If you wonder if, wherever she is, she can see you now. You are 15 years old, a legal adult. You have worked and studied and suffered and prepared, suffered and more suffering, and a lot of death and more suffering, and just general unwellness. And more suffering.
That about sums it up.
Yep. But now the time has come.
Hooray!
You kneel before the priestess, barely hearing her words as she recites the blessings. She calls upon the gods to deliver peace, wisdom, and prosperity to you, and through you to all of Nova, and that she calls upon you for your oath of rulership. Will you guide and govern and protect your people to the best of your ability according to the law and custom? I will. Will you, to the best of your power, uphold the ideals of love, honor, justice, and mercy? I will. Lords and ladies assembled, I present to you your undoubted queen, who has sworn you her loyalty. You who have come to give homage, will you do the same? One at a time, the head of each duchy approaches your throne and kneels to swear his or her service to you and your heirs. One moment, guys. People of Nova, I give you Elodie, daughter of Fidelia, your true sovereign. What say you all? Long live the Queen! Long live the Queen! Long live the Queen! Thank you, I will. Yeah! Once his daughter was secure on the throne, Jocelyn returned to his birthplace to focus on duties as Duke and Careless. He was pursued by many women, but showed little interest in marrying, or remarrying, directed them instead to his brother, the Duke of Mazumba. Following Elodie's victory over the Shanjian king, the public opinion of Lumens rose to a height that hadn't been seen in hundreds of years. Young children would dress up and play at being magical queens and kings. Freed from secrecy, the Duchess Juliana and Priestess Celine were able to announce their shared magical powers and their love. At Elodie's prompting, the lovers pledged their devotion to each other in a private ceremony, after which Celine retired from the priesthood to accompany her wife to Ursel.
Aw, how romantic.
Lesbian couple, yay!
Cool.
Yeah, it's a priestess and Juliana, who are both girls.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. After the failed invasion, relations with Shanjia remained tense. First came the recriminations and demands from the Queen of Shanjia, devastated by the death of her husband, which Elodie ignored. Next came to the subtler approach, the quiet gratitude and offers for alliances from ministers who were thrilled to see Togami gone. Elodie ignored those also, which was just as well, since the next thing that arrived was the preserved head of one of those traitorous ministers sent by the Queen of Shanjia as a warning. There was no sign of war in the immediate future, but there was not likely to be an alliance either. I'm glad. Those guys are jerks. They killed me like 7 times. Screw you and everything you stand for. Years later, when both were adults, Elodie, Queen of Nova, and Adair, Duke of Elath, were married. An entire week of public celebrations was set aside for the wedding, and both bride and groom paraded through the capital on fine white horses from the east. Their relation often seemed to be more of one of friends and companions than passionate lovers, but they brought stability to Nova.
That's always good.
As a Lumen, it was Elodie's responsibility to defend Nova from monstrous threats. She decided that monsters within the realm were a bit or every bit as dangerous as those outside, and thus set herself to the task of conquering the old forest.
Wow.
Each monster would have to be identified and carefully studied in order to defeat it without upsetting the balance. It would take many years to reach the heart of the forest, but Elodie was undaunted, and thus Queen Elodie's legacy stretched into the future. Wow. Long live the Queen!
Hooray!
Hooray! My first playthrough of this, and it only took a little bit of thinking to actually make it through the entire game.
It was
Wow!
It's amazing!
Everything worked out great in the end.
Awesome.
This game was hard. I will not lie, this is a hard game. If you want to try it for yourselves, go ahead and buy it off of Steam. It's only like $10 on there. It's a wonderful game. You should all give it a try. It is great. I know that you will love it and hate it at the same time, but we let our little Elodie grow up, and I am so happy to see her alive and well, and the Queen. This is great.
It's amazing. Very well written.
Let's show the log. Yep, the log is saved. And, oh, it brought it up in Google Chrome.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, that was my playthrough of Long Live the Queen. This has been Daisy Maisie and her lovely boyfriend to see her win.
Of course. I would not give anything else in the world just to be here to watch you attain victory on this playthrough. It was a great game, and I was so glad to be here.
Yeah, and I'm so glad that your awesomeness rubbed off on me. I think it was only because of you that I won.
Oh, I think it's the other way around. I think your awesomeness has rubbed off on me.
You're too cute.
No.
Well, anyway, guys, enough with the lovey-dovey ramblings.
You should see us in real life. I'm like 3 feet shorter than she is.
You don't know that. He's an amazing guy.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, thank you so much for this walkthrough. I guess I'll have to find another game now to entertain you with, because I didn't expect this to be over so quickly. I was expecting this to drag out for like 30 parts with me getting more and more frustrated with the game, but no, this is good. This is great. What's this? Bonus? Oh, we got bonus things like wallpapers and stuff. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, lovely.
Hooray! Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Daisy Maisie signing out, and remember, think logically, fight honorably, and have fun.